Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. So, as the title says, this video is going to be about the backpack that I took apart and I put on my Alice pack. If you want more information on the back support system, you can go check out my other video about Alice packs, the last video I just posted. Since I posted that, I've been looking at the remnants of the pack that I disassembled for the strap system and the harness and everything. I want to make this pack as modular as possible. When I want to get to something, I don't want to have to move a bunch of other things to be able to get to it. When I cut this system off of the original pack, it's an Eberlestock, it's an old school pack. So quick caveat, that pack was a lot smaller than the Alice pack actually. In the video I said it was about the same size. I lied, it's not. And so the pack that's up here was on the very back section of the backpack. And you can see where my rain gear is, where that was the little back section of the pack, and here's the main pack. Does that make sense? And then I was looking at it further. On top of the main pack, above this big pocket right here, was this pocket. And so I'm gonna go through and show you what I did to adapt these to my pack. I'm more fired up about being able to salvage the remainder of that pack rather than just throw it away. I'd say at this point I used 80% of the backpack and it was $15. Anyways, let's get into it. So, how I attached it on the back here. On your original Alice pack straps, you've got this strap. And this is what connects the top shoulder strap to the pack. And so I wanted to be able to compress this pack. I don't want it standing up so tall, and I don't want it to the point where, like, God forbid, I had to be on my stomach and I need to lift my head up and look around. This isn't in the way now. I mean, now that I adjusted it and everything. So all I did was just take those straps, slice them off from the shoulder strap itself, and I just wrapped it around. And I got some I guess these are called fast tacks or something, fast tack buckles, and you might be able to see a little bit better on the top here how you unbuckle it. And these straps right here, these were the original lower straps for the original Alice pack straps. And all I did, bring you in here, I need to figure out another routing method. I wanted to keep tension right in here, okay? I want this to compress. What do you... yeah, that's probably tastes disgusting, I bet. Don't eat that. And so on the bottom of those Alice straps, they got these loops. So where you cinched on your shoulder strap, macho. And so I just wrapped that around the original cinch strap on top. So I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna show you this before I take it apart. Whoa! Sorry. Okay, we got, this was the bottom section of the pack. Okay, That was the bottom section, and all I did was I sewed in some straps right here on the back section of that pocket. I wanted to keep the canvas, and I just sewed in a couple of different loop options, so you can slide this buckle up and down in here, and so you can put in different size objects. All right, it's coming out. It's coming out. Okay. See, we get this Y strap here, and you just buckle her in. And then I had to go around and speedy stitch this because the canvas isn't actually attached to the foam or anything, so it was coming out, as you can kind of see right there. But got that, and then I reinforce all my stitches with super glue. I used to use shoe glue, but now I use super glue. It's just way more effective in my opinion. And it's not coming off, you know, so you fold that out. That's how you get it off. You undo these buckles right here. Unfortunately, you got to take these buckles off here. I'm just showing how y'all are, showing you guys how it attaches. See that molly on the bottom? So that's the bottom of the pack. And then the original pack was only about that tall. And so I was like, all right. And if this gets annoying, I can always cut this portion off and just use this pack to sit on top as an extra accessory pouch. But in here, what I decided to do, considering the weather, it's been frigid, boys. I got my mitts in here, my mittens, and below my mittens I got my Gore-Tex pants in case if it got really bad and like the weather's really bad, I'll put those on. If it, you know, I don't like Gore-Tex, but oh, and then obviously like that's why I wanted, if it starts raining, it gets really bad, I can put either, if I'm wearing this and I need extra space in my pack, I can put my tarp in here, or yeah, my tarp or whatever I need to, and it's not sticking up so high. Just so much easier accessible. It's easier accessibility. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. And then I got extra socks on the top one, and then underwear. You got, like, your feet are so important. It's a real underestimated topic when it comes to that. And so that's the top. And so you can see on the Alice pack up here on the top, it's got these little loops already, to little guide loops for your cinch straps. And you just weave these original straps through the molly, and you can position that pack forward or back. If times were real rough, I could scoot that back a little bit, and I could put my a bedroll up here, and it's perfect. It's pretty wild. And so I had this extra pocket laying around, and I was thinking, well, hey, it could be my accessory pouch on this side where I could keep more important things that I'm trying to minimalize what I've got. But you also got to think of a cold weather environment, of what's really necessary to stay alive, or like if I go camping, I want to still stay alive. I don't have a sewing machine. I am the sewing machine, along with Speedy Stitch, shout out. And I came up with a new method, and I use it on this pouch back here too, is I'll sew in a strap at the top where it loops around like regular molly would, and then instead of using a snap system, I use a button system, like a shirt button, a big old, like I got a bunch of old army pants, and so those big old buttons, and so I use the button system, and she's on there, boys. You snug her down. Yeah, I'll be painting that eventually. But yeah, I just wanted to show you. A lot of people seem to be kind of interested in the Eberlestock video. Okay, so here's a I kind of feel like a goober because I'd never heard of Eberlestock. So I got this pack, and I knew the advantages I would have if I did what I needed to do to get the strapping system in there, and it is just money. And I'm sitting there doing research about Eberlestock, and I realize this whole setup is pretty much their F1 mainframe support system. And then they also sell an upgraded padding system for your shoulders and your waist belt. I don't have any history with using any other pack besides like just a regular hunting pack, you know, old school small hunting pack, and so I don't have an opinion. But dude, going through their system, Eberlestock, okay, you can get so many good ideas. If you go to their YouTube page, just type in Eberlestock and look at their E-mod setup. It's I guess it stands for their Eberlestock modular system, and it's awesome. They've got this little pack. I'm telling you, it's pretty much the same exact pack, and it just goes on your pack like this, and it straps down. How perfect is it? So with one pack from the thrift store for $15, I got the F1 mainframe support system, and an upgraded E-mod pack, and boom, an accessory pouch. Possible. Oh shoot, man! Oh man, here's another brilliant idea I had. So $2, okay, $2 at the thrift store. I looked, and there was this paintball pod holder, dual holder. You know those pods that they use to fill the hopper up for the paintballs. So that's what this used to be. Oh, I can't believe I haven't shown you all this yet. Oh shoot, oh shoot. And so I put this elastic up here around the top so she ain't flopping around and stuff and I forget about it. Okay, so can you see? It used to be like that. It used to be sewn in the middle and attached to the back, and then you'd put your pods in there, okay? And so I was like, well, shoot, I got canteens and I need a canteen holder. So, and so I just popped that seam in there, made it into one big pouch. I glued the seam back up, it's all good. And on the back section, so they're just held in there with these Alice clips going diagonal across the webbing there. Just a little, that's a little extra for you, you know. That's free. That one's on me. But get in there, strap her down. With this system, I can actually adapt it down here too. Oh, so I wanted to make sure I keep I put a support strap in there anyway. With that being said, I could adapt this molly to that strap system, and then I could have it ride on the back side like that. If for some reason I needed to put something on the top, like a bedroll or whatever, whatever, you know. For me, I'm just gonna tell you this real quick. For me, with a pack, I mean, I get it, you know, it's more sleek and more streamlined, excuse me. You know, those packs that don't have very many pockets. I like them. I like the look of them. I'm not knocking them. But on the contrary, I've had, my old pack was pretty much like that. And you had to go in there and you were digging around. And for me personally, it's just easier to be able to access things without having to move a bunch of other stuff. when you get old and sassy, that's just what kind of tends to happen. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that. A lot of people were kind of, I got some pretty sweet comments on the strapping system part, and I'll be honest with you, if it was a better pack, like if it was a legit Eberlestock hunting backpack in today's era, I probably wouldn't have done that. I would probably just would have bought the pack and used it. But that kind of lends itself to survival in general. Because in survival, you have to learn how to adapt, and then adapt and overcome. That's pretty much the name of survival. And it opens up a whole different way of thinking when you look at it that way, because, you know, unfortunately, the older you get, the more you start to understand that no matter what you do in life, no matter what you plan for, you could put certain things in certain areas and plan for this. It doesn't mean any of that's going to happen. So it's just having different options in your will to survive. You know, I don't think people took survival and prepping very serious, even say 4 years ago when Trump was still in office. And now it's come to fruition. I can't English. We all know that. But like I always say, there's a difference between being paranoid and being prepared. You know, you can let it ruin you, or you can be prepared for it and still have a regular existence. It's just, I have to pay attention to this stuff a little bit more based upon where I'm stuck, you know, where I'm at right now. And it's just one of those deals. It's the truth. Here's the God honest truth. We all know something's coming. And so why not at least give yourself a better fighting chance? Because there's so many different things on the front. So I just wish that spend time with your family, enjoy your life, build things, make things with your hands, make yourself happy. The best thing you could probably do, and I'm a perfect example of that, is you could seek Jesus. With him, you know, I don't even care anymore, dude. I don't want any of this. I don't want this world anymore, money, none of that stuff. And it's kind of crazy being in this location, being around so many folks that are just focused on money. I'm like, yeah, it's like, that's why it cracks me up about old Lizard Man building that hole in the ground in the Pacific Ocean, if you know what I'm talking about. The Bible says no one's going to be safe. So they're just going to end up becoming expensive tombs. But God bless all of you. Go have fun. Build something. If you have an idea of something, tag me in it. I want to see it. I want to motivate you to think outside of the box and, you know, run your own race. Don't care what other people think. Only care what God thinks. Peace.